Good everyone, thanks for joining me in this video. There is something that transpired the day Nnamdi Kanu's case was adjourned. As the case draws near, the continuation of the case draws near, it's important that we look into it because the DSS mass witness that came to testify against Nnamdi Kanu said that they are not aware on how Nnamdi Kanu was brought into Nigeria. But that is totally false, and I still want to use this opportunity to draw the attention of Nnamdi Kanu's legal team because Nigerian government are the one who is charging Nnamdi Kanu, who took him to court. So it's not even the DSS in question, but it is the federal government. So it is the same federal government through the Minister of Information and Culture, Mohamed, during Buhari time, said that Nnamdi Kanu was brought into Nigeria, was intercepted and brought into Nigeria through Nigerian Intelligence Security Service. Who are the Nigerian Intelligence Security Service? That question should be asked. And I think the DSS should tell us who are the Nigerian Intelligence Service. And the DSS mass witness who is coming there should be able to tell us who is the person making the statement on national televisions, TVC, News Channel Television, all of them, have this video I am talking about. Take a listen.
We commend the professionalism, diligence, patriotism, and painstaking efforts of our security and intelligence agencies. We also thank the sister international agencies that collaborated with us to pull off this arrest. It will interest Nigerians to know that for over 2 years, our security and intelligence agencies were on the trail of the proscribed ipob leader as he lived a five-star life across several countries, traveling on chartered private jets, living in luxurious apartments, and turning out in designer clothes.
Nnamdi Kanu has, for your information, been intercepted through the collaborative efforts of the Nigerian intelligence and security services. He has been brought back to Nigeria in order to continue facing trial after disappearing while on bail regarding 11-count charge against him. Recent steps taken by the federal government saw to the interception of the fugitive Kanu on Sunday, the 27th day of June 2021. Inanne Kanyi Nnamdi Ngozi Oku Kanu was born on the 25th September 1967 at Afrauku, Abia State, Nigeria, and indeed a holder of Nigerian passport number AO A051368827, first issued on the 17th October 2013 at Festac, Lagos. For your information, distinguished members of the press, Kanu is as at now been produced before Federal High Court in continuation of hearing of his case in respect of which he has evaded and indeed jumped bail. Thank you very much, distinguished members of the press.
Now, before we go further into digging into this issue, I want you to take a look at this video you are seeing on the screen. This is a community, another community in Delta State, just driving the herdsmen away out of their community. They are driving them away, they are driving them far. But my question is, how long shall we continue to do this? Because this is not the first time, this is not the second time, this is not the third time. I'm talking about Delta communities driving away these people. You are driving into another place, and the people who are terrorizing are not even the ones who are carrying cattle. Those who are carrying cattle, they are informants. They help them to carry out their crimes. At least we have two cases like that, so I know what I'm talking about. Now, driving them out is not only the solution. So how long shall we continue to do this? How long? You see, every time I'm making video, I always refer to the incompatibility of Nigeria race. Our race, our customs, our people, different nations. You know the meaning of nation, right? Different nations in Nigeria. I'm talking about tribes. They are not compatible. There is nothing that will make this country to continue to work because it is piled up with people who are not compatible. Now, do you think the community are happy driving these people out? The people they are driving out, do you think they are happy? So how long are we continue to do this? That is your question. So take a look at the video before we continue.
We are going back.
All right, that is a terrible situation, and let us go back to the issue of Nnamdi Kanu. You know, the reason why the issue of Nnamdi Kanu is very important is because if you have followed Nnamdi Kanu right from the time he started talking about the issue of Nigeria, he was, fighting for a better Nigeria. He was campaigning against Boko Haram, against terrorism in Nigeria, saying that Nigerian people must have peace, Nigeria must be one. He joined campaign, against terrorism and so on and so forth in London. I have these videos. But at the time, he started discovering things that come on. How can Nigerian politicians be sponsoring terrorists against our own people? There is no country in the world that does this, and no country that will do it that will survive it. So he understood where the country is going. And if you have the same information Nnamdi Kanu have, you will do even more than what Nnamdi Kanu did. The problem with most of you is that you don't have information about Nigeria. And that is why Nigeria is taking a lot of you unaware. Many people are being caught unaware. People are being killed every day. They never knew that such a thing could come to them. A lot of people don't know what is going on with them today. They never knew. If you tell them that such a thing will happen to them, they will tell you, God forbid. But today, they're already in the mess of it. So that is why the issue of Nnamdi Kanu, I understand it very well. It is because of the love of his people that led him into this Biafra agitation. He saw it as the only option. Now, if you think that what Nnamdi Kanu's idea is not the only option, bring your option to the table. Write it on the comment section. What do you think that will stop all these killings? If you say, yes, military, let us fight it, it's your people that are sponsoring it. Your top politicians are sponsoring it. Last week here, it's not even a week, 5 days ago, Governor of Benue State just came out to say that National Assembly members are feeding terrorists in the bush. He said so. Zamfara governor repeated the same thing, that the minister to Tinubu is a terrorist. So these people are just trying to tell you the truth. But do you have the information? Do you even believe? And you are being caught up. Villages are being taken every day. Nigeria is under siege. When they say there is fire on the mountain, but nobody seems to cry out. That is the situation of Nigeria. Anyway, it is what it is. Take a listen to the full press briefing of Mohamed. where he confesses that the collaboration of the DSS led to the, kidnap of Nnamdi Kanu from Kenya. And the DSS are now denying it in court now. You say all these things are contempt in court. Or maybe those people masked, they are not DSS agents. Maybe they are not, because I believe if it is DSS agent, he could have done some research before they will come out and lie in the court. Anyway, what do I know? Take a listen.
Distinguished members of the press, good afternoon. You may recall that Mr. Nnamdi Kanu, the self-acclaimed leader of proscribed ipob, was sometimes back arrested precisely on the 14th day of October 2015 on 11-count charge bordering on terrorism, treasonable felony, managing an unlawful society, publication of defamatory matters, illegal possession of firearms, and improper importation of goods, among others. You may also recall that a judge at the Federal High Court, Abuja, on the 28th March 2019, revoked Kanu's bail that was granted him on health grounds and issued a bench warrant for his arrest on the same date over his failure to appear in court for hearing. He has, often jumping bail, been accused of engaging in subversive activities that include inciting violence through television, radio, and online broadcast against the Nigerian state and institutions. Kanu was also accused of instigating violence, especially in the southeastern Nigeria, that resulted in the loss of lives and property of civilians, military, paramilitary, police force, and destruction of civil institutions and symbols of civil authorities. Self-acclaimed leader of the proscribed secessionist indigenous people of Biafra, Nnamdi Kanu, has, for your information, been intercepted through the collaborative efforts of the Nigerian intelligence and security services. He has been brought back to Nigeria in order to continue facing trial after disappearing while on bail regarding 11-count charge against him. Recent steps taken by the federal government saw to the interception of the fugitive Kanu on Sunday, the 27th day of June 2021. Inanne Kanyi Nnamdi Ngozi Oku Kanu was born on the 25th September 1967 at Afrauku, Abia State, Nigeria, and indeed a holder of Nigerian passport number AO A051368827, first issued on the 17th October 2013 at Festac, Lagos. For your information, distinguished members of the press, Kanu is as at now been produced before Federal High Court in continuation of hearing of his case, in respect of which he has evaded and indeed jumped bail. Thank you very much, distinguished members of the press.